Activity 13.5 is measures of variation. The first measures of variation we will look at is range, quartiles, interquartile range. We have different sets of data. There's 4 sets of data in this activity, and we're going to look at data set A together. You have the set of data, and first of all, you need to write it in order. So let's see, the smallest one is 23. I'm going to cross it out next. Looks like it's 32, then 34, and 47, 63, 64, 84. Okay, the range, in English, we say the range is an interval. In math, it's actually the highest number minus the lowest number. So it's 84 minus 23, so 61. Okay. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. That means the median is going to be a middle number. So 1, 2, 3, and it's going to be 47. If it's an odd set of numbers, so we have 7, that means there's one number that is the median. We're not going to include that for the lower quartile or the upper quartile. The lower quartile is the median of the first half of your data set. If you have an even set of numbers and your median is in between, you actually use the 2 numbers. So for this, we're going to have a lower quartile that is 32, upper quartile that is 64. The interquartile range is then the difference between the upper quartile and the lower quartile. So 64 minus 32, which is also 32. Now we want to know if any of the data are outliers. So when we look at a graph and there's a point way out, it looks like an outlier, but this test will give us a mathematical method of figuring out mathematically if it's an outlier or not. The very first step is you're going to do 1.5. It is always 1.5 times the IQR, the interquartile range. So 1.5 times 32. And I get 48. Then we're going to take the lower quartile, so Q, and we make this little subscript L, and the upper quartile. You're going to subtract the 48 from the lower quartile and add it to the upper quartile. So I'm going to take 32 minus 48, and I am going to take 64 plus 48. Get negative 16, get 112. An outlier would have to be a number that is outside of this interval. So in my set of data, my smallest number is 23, which is within this set, and my highest number is 84, which is also within this set. So let me go right here. There are no outliers. Because there are no numbers outside the interval negative 16 to 112. You would need something that is outside of it. So negative 17 or 120 would have been outliers, but we have no outliers here. Quickly, let's look at set B. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means I'm going to have a median again in the middle. But now you have 4 numbers before. That means your lower quartile will be the average of 33 and 35. And your upper quartile will be the average of 67 and 79. You can fill out the rest. Data set C. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and by the way, these are written in order, so I didn't have to do that. Okay, right here would be my median. So it would be the average of 17 and 19. And now I have a lower quartile that is a number in my data set and an upper quartile. So this is my lower quartile. This is my upper quartile. And my median is going to be between 17 and 19. And one more example, again, fill out the rest. One more example, data set D, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. So 1, 2, 6. Your median's between 26 and 36. And now, if you look, you are going to have a lower quartile that's also an average and an upper quartile, sorry, not lower, that's also an average. So lower quartile is the average of 24 and 24. Median is 26 and 36, the average of those two, and 38 and 38 is the upper quartile. And then go ahead and fill out the rest.